Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Stepback NBA Podcast. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Pat.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Thanks again for listening. If you guys are new, no worries. You didn't really miss anything. We're just buddies talking about the games and what we've seen so far. We're going to break down a little bit of what we've seen so far and then what we think is going to happen for the rest of the series now that we've seen a little bit of the way that they've played out. First things first, make sure you guys are following along on social media. That's where all the good stuff happens, mainly Instagram. Stepback Podcast on Instagram, Stepback Pod on Twitter. We have Twitch and all that other, we have TikTok as well and all that other stuff. So let's jump right into it, dude. I think the first thing we need to talk about, because you and I had this big bet, I think it's time to say a moment of silence here for Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Tell me what you think and like how you thought the game went and what you think about the season and overall, and just tell me, give me your take.
Overwhelmingly disappointing. It's like the disappointment levels are off the charts. It's just a terrible way to end a season after an unbelievable year by Steph. He's just done so much and he scored so much, scoring title at 33, solidified himself as probably first team All-NBA. He's unbelievable, and it's just sad the way it ended. The role players are really kind of playing well down the stretch, not of that game, but of the season. And Jordan Poole has shown some flashes, and Juan T has looked better, and it was just never going to happen without Clay, and it's just like...
Yeah, but what about that one game? What's up with Ja?
Yeah, Ja was unbelievable. I mean, he came out, he outplayed Steph.
Yeah, definitely.
And Steph had a couple turnovers down the stretch, which has been a problem in his whole career. He's thrown the ball away down the stretch.
And this is
not as much as like a Westbrook.
Of course, but it's a similar thing where like down the stretch, because like it's funny how like earlier that day we recorded an episode of the podcast and I said Steph will give you like 45 and have all these amazing moments, but then he'll turn the ball over twice late and no one will talk about it and we don't hold him accountable for it. And that's exactly what happened. He had this big, crazy explosion of a game, and then he has a couple turnovers late. And like I said on Twitter, lazy pass to Draymond gets picked off. 3, come down again, turnover, 3. It's a 6-point swing. They never recover. The game's pretty much over. It's funny. I literally kind of called it that same day, saying that happened, saying I was going to start this narrative about Steph Curry. And I still didn't see that many people really talking about the late game turnovers. Did you?
No. It's the media is going to focus more on like Wiggins missing and those other stuff. But I mean, I don't know.
I get it, because like without Steph, you're not even in the game.
It's not even a conversation,
right? But you still can't turn the ball over all the time late as a trait that you have your whole career. Like you have to be able to be called out on it.
You can't lose that game. You're at home.
If he doesn't turn that ball over, they don't lose that game.
Yeah, I mean, they're at Chase Center too. It's like you can't lose that game.
People were leaving the stadium early. It was brutal.
Yeah, I mean, Memphis team, they suck too. I mean, just the talent level on that roster just isn't.
Dylan Brooks hounds Steph better than like anybody in the league.
Yeah, he still scored like 37.
Yeah, but it's still like you see like the advanced analytic. It's like points per possession and all that stuff. Yeah. It's like Dylan Brooks holds Steph down as well as anyone else in the NBA.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't know how much weight that holds if Steph is still ending the game with 37, but I know what you mean, man.
I mean, but he's also the one who's hounding him when Steph turns the ball over that loses them the game.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know.
You don't get to like.
They also were having they had a bunch of injuries down the stretch. They go out and smoke them 3 nights before. They should have won that game. You can't lose that game. You know.
This is Steph's MO though, dude. Like, I understand and acknowledge that without him, they're not in that game. It's not even a discussion. I understand that. But, like, just because you have 40 doesn't make it okay for you to turn the ball over twice down the stretch and lose us the game. Like, we shouldn't just be excusing it and put our heads in the sand and pretend like it's not happening, because it's been happening for, like, a decade.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's also like, dude... It's just a tough year, man. The fact that they're even in this predicament. I mean, last year they won. How many games did they win?
Well,
like
okay. What about the Game 7 in the finals? He would have another ring.
Yeah, I know. He throws the ball behind his back. I don't know, man. It's like it's tough. It's tough.
And we are going to go through every single Steph Curry series.
Yeah,
because you lost that bet.
Yeah.
That's, I think, next episode, right?
Yeah.
We're going to break all that down. It'll be Professor Pat teaches us why Steph Curry's career is all chintzy and everybody was hurt and it's all bullshit. But anyway, no, man, I just think it's exactly what I said. It's like, dude, like, obviously.
It's just like, dude, they got to have Clay back. I mean, with Clay, they're definitely a playoff team. They're without question a playoff team.
I know,
and
but
it's
I'm not questioning Clay. This whole season was a spotlight on Steph and his ability to lead a team. And he didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it went down as Steph Curry did not make the playoffs. He had his chance to lead his own team, and he did not make the playoffs.
Well, if it wasn't for the playing game, they would have been in. They were the 8th seed.
Don't give me that shit, dude. That you knew the playing game was a thing the whole year.
It's tough.
You lost in the playing game to a worse roster. Like Steph Curry and Ja, fine. Even if those were equal, they're not. Just pretend they were. Take the rest of the roster. I'd rather have these other guys probably.
Yeah.
Like Memphis doesn't even have anybody who averages 20 a game.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's a brutal
I just thought
way
Steph had
to,
more impact. That's all, dude.
Yeah, brutal way to end the season.
And like here, this is what I said to you, like right after it happened. I was like, it's weird that I'm the only one because it comes off like I'm a Steph hater, but I'm not. He's incredible. It's like I'm watching it too. Like I see it too.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like I said to you. I was saying like, why? Why does nobody call him out on it? Why does he just get a free pass? Is it because he's like little and he plays on the perimeter and he's just like a little guy, so we don't want to be hard on him? No. Here's what I think it is. This is what I said to you the other day. It's like, here's my explanation of why Steph Curry never gets called out for turning the ball over. Because in those moments, it's frantic. Everything is frantic. There's bodies flying at him and double teams flying at him and his double cross, tween, step back. Everything's crazy and frantic. And he makes them, and a lot of the time he loses his dribble and sometimes he gets it back, sometimes he doesn't. And a lot of times in those moments, he turns the ball over and he's loosey-goosey with the ball because that's sort of his style. It's what lends itself to his amazing style. But like when you're loosey-goosey with the ball like that late in games, because everything is so frantic, because everyone's like, boom, and then he hit one, you're like, get it back to him, he's gonna do it again, get it to him, and then he's got it again, there's 3 guys, and he's trying to get a window, oh my god, he got it up, oh boom, it goes again. It's like everything is so frantic, and then in those moments, when he turns the ball over twice in the last 90 seconds or whatever it is, and that ends up costing them the game, but he finished with the 47 or whatever it was, the reason why everyone's like, damn, Steph was so close, rather than like, damn, Steph turned the ball over, those 2 turnovers cost them the game, is because they're remembering the feeling of that frantic feeling of being like, oh my God, don't let him touch it again. Oh my God, he touched it again. Oh shit. Like, it's that feeling. So you're like, oh, he just cut it from 9 to 6. There's 12 seconds left. Oh, they got it again. Oh, it's 3. It's like that you almost forget about the negative moments because it's so incredibly like frantic and amazing. And so, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I've thought about it for a long time. This guy's gotten away with, dude, I mean, it's the same thing with all these superstars. I criticize LeBron the same way. I say Kobe shot them out of a lot of games. Yeah. All of it can be true at the same time. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Definitely. But like, every player is gonna have its flaw.
I'm sure.
Totally.
But yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude. But I'm never gonna not like say I'm like, how hysterical was it? We just finished watching that Lakers game. We just spent the whole game laughing at LeBron.
Just dying on every play.
Yeah, he got shot on this one. Yeah. He was holding his shoulder, and so now we're like, all right, so now he's got one eye, one ankle,
a shoulder,
one arm. It's a pandemic. It's year 18.
Yeah, he's 36.
He's a father of 3. Like, come on, bro. At some point, it's so exhausting. Yeah. It's like every time. And what was funny was the one that he did today with the shoulder.
He's on the bench and he's pointing.
Chris Paul didn't even do it. He didn't fall onto his shoulder. Chris Paul kind of undercuts him, but he lands like on his feet and then just kind of flops.
On his forearm.
Yeah, like breaks his own fall. They didn't really fall onto his shoulder at all. And he's pointing at it. He's like,
where the trailer
right here. Yeah, he's telling the trailer right here. Dude, he's got guys on staff that help him be extra dramatic. He's paying guys a salary.
Ridiculous.
Basically, your whole job salary is just help me be extra dramatic. All the histrionics over the top.
The chick had the eye drops at the same.
How about the one where he's laying on the ground though and he's looking up and he looks like he just got murdered? Like he's like a deer in the headlights. It's like, dude, oh my God. And I think that he thinks People think he's tough for playing through injuries, but everyone just thinks he's a total pussy. They're like, dude, get up. You're like 290 pounds of muscle. Get your ass up, dude.
I just aim for the middle one.
Yeah, shut up. All that shit is so... Dude, it's so corny. Nothing could be cornier. All right, dude. So, I mean, yeah, dude, Memphis is... They played awesome. Like I said, they played like a team. They don't have anybody who averages 20 a game. They spread the ball around. It's rare that Ja plays like that.
Yeah,
like,
Ja, I mean, this is, there's a little, hint in what Ja is going to be able to do down the stretch in his career. Hopefully, be able to win playoff games to help get his guys involved.
Yeah, it's a big step year over year because last year they were in the playoff. They lost the game.
He did what Steph did this year.
And then they took a step up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's good year over year jump for the Grizzlies, but also their guys are so young. But even for Ja, he doesn't usually play like that. It's really rare that he looks for his scoring like that. He's usually not aggressive like that.
Yeah, no. Well, he probably knew he needed a score. I mean, they're down guys, and they don't really have a lot of scoring options out there, and it's win or go home. So
also a week earlier when they played Golden State, they were leaving Ja. They weren't fighting over screens.
Right.
They were in especially I brought it up the next day, the juxtaposition between watching that on one end and then watching the tiny little window that Steph Curry is fighting to get a look over here, and then how much space they're just allowing Ja to get
it's
on the other side. That was the first time, and so I was like, man, he's got to be more aggressive with his scoring. Look at what Steph is doing over here, trying to get any little window to score, and then this guy's got all this daylight. He can't make anything happen. He finished with 18 or 16 or something that first game, and then the other night he had 30-something.
He's hitting threes and stuff.
Yes, that's tough. Exactly what you want.
Yeah,
and I think that they're going to win one of the two games in Utah, one of the first two games in Utah, which I know is they're huge underdogs.
They should win tonight. This is their game to win tonight. Well, they should win tonight, but this is their game to get without Mitchell.
Well, I was going to say the opposite. I was going to pick Memphis because they're riding high of having just done that and won the play-in thing. And then now they're going to have to come back, and Utah's going to have to try to acclimate their star player who's going to take 15 to 20 shots into their offense that has been meshing.
Well, Clarkson's been starting, and he's been awesome.
Right, I know. But now... but that still throws off the swing of things. But now they said Mitchell's not playing. So I was actually saying if Mitchell plays, Memphis has a chance to win.
I just think it's another guy that you don't have out there that can make a big play.
I'm not trying to make the argument that their team's not better with. Of course, they're way better with him. I'm just saying when a team doesn't have their superstar for 3 weeks plus, and then they try to bring him back, they're going to drop a couple games because they got to refigure out, this guy needs the ball a lot.
Yeah, totally.
They have to, remember how to play with each other, I feel like. Which was, that was why it's a little nervous to me. It makes me a little nervous for, the Lakers to bring back LeBron right before the playoffs, and, he always starts slow in game one of every series.
Yeah.
But, now you're just expecting him now to be able to hit the gas, and there's going to be some get up and go in game 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, but we don't know that to be the case. There was a couple times today where we were watching the game and I'm like, look at this. Look at him try to, it was on the steal. There was a steal and he got the ball in the front court and he just tried to go dunk it. But he couldn't get any speed and any lift.
He's slower. That ankle has been bothering him.
Yeah, so it's bringing a guy back. Yeah, you might be able to steal one off a team right when they bring a guy back, Yeah,
definitely.
Which was my main point. But, so we have our little bracket thing. We made our official picks last episode. If you guys are interested, go back, check that out. We make all our official picks. They're all locked in. I have them written down. Of course, I don't have the notebook on me. But they're all locked in. I do retain the right to change my pick, not officially for our score, our bracket thing that we're keeping score, because we're going to do another bet, another fun challenge. So I won't change them, obviously, officially on our official picks for the points. But just while we're talking here, after having seen them play, don't be surprised if I say a different team's going to win because obviously I'm seeing a different thing. My pick stays the same, though. That being said, now that we've seen a little bit of how these series are going to play out, let's get into some of them, dude. What do you got for Heat Bucks? Did you like anything there?
Yeah, Chris Middleton, man. I've been pro Chris Middleton on the show for a long time, and it's a big win for them. I mean, Jimmy didn't really play that well, but that series probably going to go 6 or 7. It's dude,
well, they do. It was a tie game the entire
Drew
game.
Holiday with the sick block at the end.
Dude, the entire game was a one-possession game. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, back and forth. And
that could have gone either way. That Middleton shot doesn't go that game could go either way.
Yeah, totally. I think, I don't know, man. Milwaukee just kind of looks the same as always, man.
Yes.
It's in the playoffs, here
Even
we are
with-
again.
even with
Like,
Holiday.
yeah, it's like, dude, they look kind of the same, but they squeak by. They get a big win at home, and we'll see how game 2 goes. But I mean, God, if Middleton is hitting shots and Lopez and DiVincenzo, it's like they're gonna be tough to beat. And Giannis has just gotta find a way to start knocking down jumpers. If he can do that, they're gonna be tough to beat.
Otherwise, we both officially picked
Took
Milwaukee. I think you took them in 6. I took them in 7.
Yeah.
But
I don't think there's any way they lose in this first round. But
I
also
know it
think,
feels so unlikely,
Yeah.
but that's how I feel about multiple. Like I was looking at the brackets. This round is like the best matchups.
Yeah.
Like the next round, people are gonna have easier matchups. It's gonna be they're not as
Totally, it's too stacked.
Yes, it's like this round is where you're getting the good ones. Like Clippers Dallas is a big one, dude. That came down to the wire last year.
That was an awesome game.
Yeah,
That was an
all right.
awesome game.
Let's talk about it.
So, dude, Luka is unbelievable. Kristaps,
Yeah,
I will
they
go back
cannot
on this
guard
podcast again and say why Kristaps sucks and needs to be traded because he's $30 million a year and he had 14 points. He had 10 points going into the fourth quarter. It's like, dude, I mean, we're playing PG and Guire. This is the first round of the playoffs.
he had 14 and 4 in 35 minutes.
Yeah,
Kristaps, 14 and 4.
Peace, dog. Get out of here. Please get out of here.
Like what's crazy is like Tim Hardaway and Dorian Finney-Smith and these other guys just rip, dude. They rip corner threes. They rip catch and shoot shots. They just shoot. They confidently shoot from like steps behind the 3-point line. Like even if they miss, that's what we were just talking about when we were watching the Lakers game. We were saying about AD is like I would rather have you be 2 for 22 than 7 for 7 with 21 points. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I need you to take shots.
Yeah, that's why I'm paying you $30 million.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
To make shots.
I need you to like be assertive and like assert yourself into this game.
Yeah, dude. It's like, dude, it's so hard because I mean, guys like Tim Hardaway and all those other guys. I mean, they just rip threes.
Yeah, they don't care. That's their job.
Yeah.
Like, get me the ball. If I have a window, I'll rip it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
And it's Luka's always good at finding these guys. But dude, how
from the backcourt, he's looking ahead. He'll pass the ball 50 feet up to hit someone with a short corner 3.
Yeah.
Tim Hardaway catch and shoot right on the catch and shoot coming off the curl.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy. I mean, it kind of looks like the Clippers are in trouble. I mean, I think they're.
I kind of thought the same thing, and I wouldn't think the same thing in a vacuum if it was just this. But I'm thinking of last year.
Yeah, it's exactly what it feels like last year. But I feel like
Kristaps
Luka's
didn't get
older.
hurt last year, if Kristaps doesn't get hurt, they win that series. I stand by that.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm just seeing the same thing. I'm seeing this kid just torch these guys. Nobody can guard him. He creates all of their offense, even, like, off ball. He creates it because of how everything needs to shade to his way and how much everything. He either creates the play for himself, creates the play for someone else, or he creates the play for the person who creates the play for someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
it's
that's why he's a walking 30-point triple-double. He's like LeBron. He's like the system is the same system. It's just give me the ball and I'll make
He's
correct
better than
decisions.
he was last year, too.
Yes.
He's got a whole year of experience now under him, and he's like, dude, this is gonna be a hell of a series.
I started thinking about Marcus Morris.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, a little cheap shot. Maybe that's the move again. Maybe he's like, God, how many does this kid have? 47? Ugh.
Yeah,
Like,
how
can I
about when he
step on
bodied
something?
Pat Bev on the block and called him small?
Dude, he screamed
Yeah,
it.
he goes, "You're too fucking small."
Just screamed it right in his face. And Bev ran over to bitch at the ref, but he only did that to avoid the confrontation with Luka because he didn't want to have to address the fact that Luka just bodied him and then talked shit right to his face.
Yeah.
So in order to avoid addressing Luka doing that and saying that right to his face, he ran over to ref to make it seem like, well, that's more of a priority is to bitch about the foul rather than this man just called you out of your name to your face.
I saw a tweet that was like, imagine how disrespectful it is for Luka to talk shit to you in a language that isn't even his main language. He's choosing the language that you know and disrespecting you in that.
Yeah, and it's Mr. Black Air Force One.
Yeah.
Mr.
You're
Tough
too
Guy.
fucking small.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro. Yeah.
Woo, dude, those are fighting words, bro.
Yeah.
Luka's 6'7", 235. He's like, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
What's up, little guy? You're like Mr. Tough Guy. You don't scare me at all.
Yeah,
You're
I'm straight
little.
up bodying everybody
you are
out here.
little.
Yeah.
Little.
Unbelievable, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a series. I
Hilarious.
can't wait. And how about the Kawhi dunk with PG? Yeah, Marcus Morris.
It was,
screwing him. Maxi Kleber.
Yeah, he got bodied hard.
Yeah, why did he jump?
You get
I always think about that, dude. It's like in that moment, like that Kawhi's just coming at you.
I've been
full
saying
speed.
that my whole life.
You're just in a bad spot. Why are you jumping? Just get out of the way. I mean, we got 3-on-1. Is Carlisle really gonna yell at you that much?
I've been saying it my whole life. I used to use when I was a little kid. I would be 10 years old. I used to use the example of trying to guard Allen Iverson. Why reach? Just don't plant your feet in the ground and reach your hand out because you think you're going to steal it from him.
Yeah.
You're not. Your feet are now in the ground, stuck in the mud. He's going to burn by you. You're going to fall. Like, at least if I don't do that, I probably won't fall down. And he could just go by me, and at least I don't look like an idiot out here. Like,
yeah, dude.
He's going to score either way. At least I don't look like a moron out here.
Dude.
Same thing with, like, Steph and Kyrie. Like, definitely, if you could switch on Ersan Ilyasova, definitely Ersan, don't reach. Just try to backpedal and don't foul. Like, just because you're going to look dumb out here. You're going to literally look dumb.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, man. It's like Maxi Kleber is just like, just in a bad spot, dude. But yeah, nasty dunk. The Clippers, I thought, kind of looked a little slow. I mean,
they still have to figure it out.
Yeah, they don't know. They got to figure out how to stop Luka. I mean, before we start
and they have to figure out
anywhere, we got to stop Luka.
They don't really have an identity, do they?
No.
What's the Clippers' identity?
Kawhi, I think, has regressed.
So do I. I tweeted that. I tweeted for whatever reason he's not the same player he was in Toronto. I don't know if it's a supporting cast thing or
he's just not. He doesn't shoot as much.
He's motivated more or something. I don't know.
I don't know. He misses a lot of shots.
Well, yeah, and again, their team is sort of put together on the fly a little bit, and they haven't played that. Like I said, they don't have an identity. They don't know what they are. They led the league in 3-point shooting, and by halftime, you kick the camera.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all
kicked
good.
The camera. My fault.
And by halftime, they had they're the number 1 3-point shooting team in the league, and by halftime they had 4 threes.
Ugh. Yeah, dude.
And Dallas had 10. Yeah, it's like it's not gonna work.
Dude, yeah, I don't know, man. I need more out of PG. It's like we're doing the whole PG thing again. He played good in the second half. The first half, he didn't play good though. And I mean, first quarter, we were already Pandemic P was trending on Twitter.
Yeah, it's hilarious. That's the first half of the first quarter of the first game of the first round of the NBA playoff, and Pandemic P is trending on Twitter.
Rob Perez was pleading on Twitter. He was like, please, for someone who has supported you all season, for the love of God.
Yeah, that's so funny. Dude, yeah, it's like Kristaps is another, he's not asserting himself. Like, the role players will end up having better games because, Tim Hardaway and Dorian Finney-Smith and shit, they don't care, so they just shoot.
Yeah.
When Kristaps is supposed to be the guy.
30 million
so
year,
he's he doesn't know what to do. It's dude, he scored in the beginning of the game. He had 10 points in the first, whatever. You were like, oh, nice, Kristaps sighting. He doesn't score again until the last 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and it was his last bucket is that dunk with 4 seconds left in the game.
14 and 4. Yeah, so he realistically should have 12.
Yeah.
So he should have the 10 first quarter points and then the 2, other than the garbage time last one. Yeah, it's dude, you're just not.
And you're $30 million a year, and you never play. So when you do play and you're giving me 12 points in the
Isn't it crazy how fast year by year things change? Because what if a year and a half ago I told you I could promise you Luka would rather have Jeremy Grant than Kristaps Porzingis. 2 years ago you'd have been like, what are you talking about? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's
dude,
just a fact.
Yeah, dude, and it's dude, the more and more we see this Kristaps thing, the more and more we're just out on him, and I think
you were just right on it early, bro. You were just you saw it early, and you just called it out early.
Yeah, because he's slow, man. And he's had so many massive surgeries.
He doesn't move the same.
He can't, shoot. He doesn't, create his own shot. Yeah. It's he misses a lot of shots. It's damn, we're paying you $30 million to be able to, $27 million to shoot. And you don't shoot.
And he doesn't block shots anymore or do the putback.
Yeah, so whatever. So why are you 7'3"?
Yeah, that's what you texted me. You go, why is he 7'3"? 7'3" for no reason.
Yeah.
Just out there as a guard.
Yeah, bro. Stop.
It's weird. Yeah, it is
dude.
weird.
And it's just Luke out there with some big guy. And he sets good screens, I guess. Is that really what we're doing out here? We're out here $28 million for screens?
Mm-hmm. I guess.
Brutal, man.
He's supposed to be a stretch. He's supposed to be the unition.
Yeah,
one of a kind.
It's
stretch
not
floor who Euros and throws down dunks.
Elgauskas.
Oh man,
that's where we're at.
Well, what about in his prime? Who's your player comp for like who Kristaps could be like his best. I guess he's a unicorn. There is no one.
Yeah.
He's the first of his kind.
No, but he's Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
But right now,
he's Big Z.
Oh, Big Z was respectable, so that might even be a stretch, dude. All right, dude. How about the Celtics and the Nets?
Dude, Celtics played awesome. I love Time Lord. I'm obsessed with Robert Williams.
Yeah, Robert Williams is awesome.
I'm obsessed with Robert Williams. He had 9 blocks yesterday off the bench.
Which is funny because he's...
Time out. Before we even get into that, why does Tristan Thompson start for them?
Oh, my God.
Why does Robert Williams just not start?
Yeah.
What?
Which is funny because Robert Williams is like the same thing as Trez. He's like a 6'5" big.
Yeah, but he's got way more bunnies.
That's
way more bunnies.
And he's just... better.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's like the same thing where he's like an energy 6'5", 6'6" big, 6'7" big tops.
Yeah, dude, he's unbelievable. He throws down dunks, and there was a play where Tatum started on the left wing, and he drove to the middle by the free throw line and kept going to the right baseline, and he draws like 3 guys, and he fades away, but he just throws it as a lob to Robert Williams to the other side of the rim, and he just catches it and throws it down. It's unbelievable. But it's like, dude, he's so good on the glass, man. He had like seven offensive rebounds.
I played 2K with him before. Me and Time Lord were running kids in the 2K park one time.
9 blocks. I want to talk about 9.
Oh, yeah.
In a playoff game. Off the bench.
Against the
He's
Nets.
not even starting.
Against the big bad supervillain.
Yeah, dude. 9.
Yeah.
9 blocks. A franchise playoff record.
Right, outside of Time Lord, what about like the fact that like Tatum kind of played like shit?
Yeah, Tatum didn't play good.
They're in that game. Brooklyn didn't look good. Brooklyn they're just stagnant. They just stand around. It's kind of just
they took over in the 4th because they Boston started missing shots. They started running the break. But
yes, and but at some point, it's what I said about the Lakers too. It's like you put the ball in like your star's hand, and then 4 guys stand around. They just stand there, or one guy comes up and sets a screen, and then I said everyone else stands there. But it's like, man, if the guy who's the ball is in his hands, if that guy isn't like. If that guy doesn't have it that day, it's just so slow and choppy and boring, and you can't get any rhythm and any momentum, and nothing can get going. It's all just ISO, weird, like clunkiness, and nothing is like cohesive. It doesn't work. It's not like the play where Blake gets the ball and tosses it underhand, and this guy tosses it to that guy, and that guy tosses it to Mike James, and Mike James tosses it off the backboard to KD. Like that is what it's supposed to look like. You know what I mean? Like the way Memphis was moving the ball the other day. The way Utah moves the ball, like that's what it's more supposed to look like. And the same thing with the Lakers and the Nets. It's like I feel like when these guys have like these studs around them like this, like they kind of stand around and they just expect the other guy's gonna do it.
I feel like the best way of putting it is like their basketball egos are just off the charts. Where they're like, dude, I'm the best player in the world. Let me just take this guy one-on-one because no one can guard me.
Well, why aren't the other guys moving? It doesn't
because they just like KD, Kyrie, and Harden do everything.
But that's fine. If Kyrie's got the ball and you're Blake and I'm Joe Harris, it doesn't affect you and I at all to set off but there's down screens for each other and try to get each other open.
Yeah, but there's no system. Like you're Joe Harris and 3 guys are standing around. What? You're gonna be the one guy just running in circles? It'll look insane. You're gonna be like, no one's setting screens for me. It's like, dude, let me get.
They don't move. They don't move. They don't move the ball. Yeah, but
look at what Steph does. Steph has the ball, gives it up, runs around 4 screens, comes around.
Yeah,
2
but he
more
comes
screens
from like a motion offense. It's like not.
Yeah, but Brooklyn's not doing.
Okay,
that.
But not everyone has to be a motion offense to have movement.
True. No, I agree. But I'm just saying, like, God, someone set a screen for Joe Harris. It's like no one's even screening. It's all pick and roll.
It's every time. It's the ball handler. Someone flares up, sets an on-ball screen.
Can you imagine if we have Joe Harris running off down screens the whole game? It's like, damn.
And like just people moving. Yes, because here's the other thing it does is it lends itself to people not having energy.
Yeah, true. No, I agree.
Because like, dude, when you're moving, it's like everything is moving faster. You know what I mean? And it's like, give me the ball. The time that you need from catch till release is quicker moving than it is. Maybe not just stand still, catch and shoot, but you get my point. Like your senses are heightened. Everything's faster. More energy, more of a chance to get a rhythm and touch the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I noticed about Memphis and Utah and actually Phoenix too today is like, sometimes everybody on the court will touch the ball. Sometimes the point guard walks the ball into the front court, and then everybody, all 5 guys, touch the ball before the set starts. It's like the point guard will get off, he'll cross half court, get off it, run to the corner, come down the baseline. That guy will run misdirection up top to a cutting center who gets it at the post, and then the point guard comes back around, and then it's just starting over. But everybody touched the ball already. A lot of teams do that. Like, literally, cross half court, bring the ball up the court. So the other team just scored. I'm walking the ball up the court. Here I am. You come. We do like maybe dribble handoff. You come this way. And then there's another guy coming that way, and he gets misdirection. And then now you and that guy are going to the rim on a lob opportunity, but it's not there. So you bring it out to the three-point man who swings it back up to the top, and we run a set. It's like, dude, this happens all the time. But these teams who are loaded with superstars do it less. They don't do that. They're just like, I'll walk the ball up the floor, and I'll either ISO this guy or I'll just call for a screen, and then I'll ISO the other guy, or I'll just do pick and roll.
Yeah.
Like, there's no like incentive for them to like, dude, it's boring. And then when they don't have it going that game, it turns into everyone out there is. You guys have 44 points at halftime or whatever the hell it was. You know what I mean? It's
yeah, dude. And no Mike James last night, no DJ last night. It's like, dude, I need to see Brooklyn do. They didn't look good last night. And
well, like, dude, I'm thinking of like
they should have
Dallas.
smoked them.
Like Dallas?
Let's be honest. No Jaylen Brown, man. They should have won by 40.
Yes, of course. Like you said, their season was over as soon as Jaylen Brown went down. But like, here's my point. Here's the point I was making. Like Dallas, when Luka's still in the backcourt, before he's even crossed half court yet and he's walking the ball up the court, Tim Hardaway's coming off a screen already, like 45 feet away from Luka with the ball. And like, they're working on movement up there already and getting things set up and getting guys out of place and switched incorrectly. And they're doing stuff. They're not just one guy standing in this corner, one guy standing in this corner, one guy standing on this wing, one guy standing on that wing, and then one guy in the middle. Yeah. Just standing still, like literally not moving. It's weird. That's what I've noticed. Again, we just watched the Lakers. Let's talk about them a little bit. The Lakers and the Suns. Like, dude, it's the same thing with the Lakers. Like, you know how many times I saw AD? I literally said to you while we were watching it, he's walking up and down the floor. He has not jogged or trotted.
Yeah, he didn't even want to be out there.
He's just walking. He walked the entire way up, didn't touch the ball, ended up walking back pedal walking the entire way back. Like, he never once picked up his pace. Like, these guys are just standing around. But, like, it's kind of what happens when, like, that's how your team plays.
Yeah, all year.
Your team doesn't play. Your team doesn't, like, you're not a 7 seconds offense or a motion offense you're not trying to play with pace. They should be. They always should be. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But, like, CP goes down with the shoulder thing. What I guess my main takeaway is, like, is he going to play game 2, game 3, game 4, game 5, et cetera, et cetera? Because, like, after that shoulder injury, he couldn't shoot. Can I just leave him? What if I just leave him? That's what they started to do in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what we're going to have to start doing. I mean, God, it's just like, dude, the only way the Lakers are going to have a chance in this series is if Anthony Davis is playing good.
Yeah.
If he doesn't play good, they have no shot.
Why does he?
I don't know, man. Ayton played awesome tonight. And I went on this podcast a lot of times and I've said that Ayton is just like, he's the big X factor. If he plays good, they could win in 5. They could win in 6.
Yeah.
But
if he has doubled,
he's like 10 of 14 tonight. You're like, shit, man. He had like 11 offensive rebounds or something. It's like, dude, unbelievable. I mean, he's switching well. He's blocking shots. He's out-rebounding Drummond and Davis. Yeah. Andre Drummond shouldn't even be on the floor.
Okay, I have a question. Why does Anthony Davis disappear next to Andre Drummond and Montrezl?
You were right the first time.
What?
It's because he clogs up the lane.
Okay, yeah, because AD then disappears and like it's halftime and he has 4 points. You're like, what?
It's because he clogs up the lane. And
AD just needs to play the 5 then.
Yeah.
Why are we doing...
Drummond can't play in the series.
Why are we doing anything? Yes, okay. So
why did we get Drummond? Drummond is just a bad ad.
It's situational then. So for like Drummond, Gasol, and Harrell, you have 3 completely different types of big men.
Right.
And you have to use them correctly. It's going to be hard. It's not the same as having Dwight and JaVale who do the same thing. They're both like rim running, lob, throwdown, block shot, big. You know?
This is going to be a tough one for LeBron, man. It's going to be a tough
It's going to be harder than I thought. Like, LeBron still doesn't have any get up and go. He couldn't score.
LeBron played good, though. He had like 17, 7, and 10
passing the ball well, but, like, dude, you can't score.
Yeah.
Nobody can score. Alex Caruso can score. Alex Caruso in double figures today.
KCP misses everything. Kuz misses everything. Kuz non-factor tonight.
Yeah,
He's getting bodied by Dario Saric on the baseline.
But, again, it's like, why? Is it... Like, how many times did he even touch the ball? The majority of the game, he just stood there and waited to touch the ball.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like he's not even getting shots.
Everyone's just standing around and, like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be...
There's a lot of, like, Schroeder. There's a lot of the guards. LeBron's off ball. Last year, LeBron's playing point guard, which is partially why they were successful.
Yeah.
You know? But, like, now it's like LeBron's off ball. But if you're going to take LeBron off ball, you have to use him like a wing then.
And
use him like
not,
Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant. But, like, if he's not going to do that, all right, then play point guard. And you either got to do one. I used to say this back in the day. I used to say, like, even though LeBron's probably the most well-rounded player ever, he'd probably have more rings if he would just pick one and dominate it. I'm a point guard, 20 dimes a game for the rest of my career. Or I'm a wing, 45 points a game I'm averaging this year. I'm shooting 25 shots, 30 shots a game. Because it would be easier to construct a team around him. Because sometimes I feel like his teammates, like I said, in game one, historically, he always takes it slow. And that's fine, but like, if you're his teammate, like, you don't know what LeBron you're getting. Am I getting super passive LeBron who needs me to rip corner threes, or am I getting
LeBron who's going to come out and get
right,
45,
like, so
12, and 12?
Even though he could do a lot of things great, I almost think it would have been better for his career. I know he's not this type of guy, but it almost would have been better for his career if early on he was just like, just tell me a thing and I'll dominate that thing. You want me to be a scorer? Okay, I'll show you the best scorer you've ever seen. I'll average 46 a game. I'll go to the rack all night. No one will stop me. I'll never not go to the rack. You know what I mean? Like, he should, because that's crazy. He's one of the best players of all time.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I almost feel like if he would have more rings, because it would be easier to construct like a game plan for him, and for like a coach to construct a game plan, and for a GM to construct a roster around him. Like, dude, you don't know what you're getting. I have like a guy who's like kind of a big, but he's kind of a wing, and he's kind of a guard.
Yeah,
he's kind of a pure point guard, but he's also like going to be the leading scorer of all time in NBA history. So it doesn't make much sense. Like, I don't know how to use the guy sometimes. Like, he does too much almost. He's like too much of a Swiss Army knife. Whereas like, is this the new norm? 17, 7 and 10? Is that the norm? Or
yeah, I don't know. I mean, we need someone to step up and get buckets. Trez was playing well. He had 10 points in 10 minutes off the bench or whatever it was. But it's like, dude, I need more out of guys like Drummond. I need more out of guys like AD.
I feel like if you're going to take the ball out of LeBron's hands, you should put it more in THT's hands.
He played good today, too.
I feel better with the ball in THT's hands than I do with the guards.
Yeah, but I need like KCP. KCP needs to hit at least 2 or 3 threes for me to
like
feel
I need
good
you to
about
score 13 points a game or something, 15 points a game. Like Tim Hardaway averages like whatever, 18 a game or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking about him, comparing him to Wiggins the other day. I was like, dude, give me Tim Hardaway over Andrew Wiggins.
By a lot.
Hilarious. Legit. They're very similar, because I saw Tim Hardaway get a corner, all right, he gets the pass in the corner, the guy's closing out. Tim Hardaway pumps, guy leaves his feet. Tim Hardaway goes in a little bit, puts like a shimmy move on the guy and pulls up from 17 feet, drains it. And I'm like, oh, that's like what Wiggins tries to do and misses.
Yeah,
but it's like an awesome.
And it's all the time. It's like he's a freak athlete too, Hardaway. He's kind of athletic.
Yeah, but you're right. I need like KCP to be like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like he was trying. He was catching and trying to shoot today.
Yeah, that's what I need him to do. But it's like, dude, they got to go in. Like, I mean, it's cool if you're ripping threes, but it's like, dude, at some point they got to go down.
Like I said about Mitchell, man, it's like, dude, they're bringing this team isn't used to playing with itself at the way it's currently constructed. Because now you have like a 20-year-old THD or whatever he is. He's more experienced now, and he's now used to having the ball, and he's been getting 10 dimes. He's like, dude, I can play make for you guys. And then LeBron's like, wait, am I a point guard or a wing? And AD's like, well, wait, I'm on the Lakers and I'm supposed to play and score. Like, they don't know what to do. Like, because they just got re-put together right before the playoffs. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, that's dangerous.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them. And I think the Lakers.
The CP injury changes everything. Like, that could be, you might have just gift wrapped LeBron another trip to the finals. Because if you can give LeBron 5 games to get back to shape and running well.
You said it best, though. They just need to win 1 game on the road.
Yes, that's right.
If they can get 1 in Phoenix, it doesn't matter if it goes 6 or 7. We just got to advance, man.
But like, dude, if the CP injury, if that gives LeBron a little bit of time, like, because what if they would have been able to just beat LA right here, right off Jump Street? But now CP, maybe the Lakers take the next 2. and then it starts to get hair. What if it goes 7 and then in game 7 LeBron is like 39, 12 and 12 and you're like, he's back, you know. Like you had to beat him early.
Chris Paul got hurt.
Yeah.
It's like,
And then you should Chris Paul just have played that game 7 against the Warriors with the hammy? He's probably just got to play, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, here we are again. It might happen again. Like, dude, it's tough. He just ran into Cam Johnson. LeBron just with the
over
tipping.
3 guys.
Hilarious. Meanwhile, LeBron's like getting shot on the sideline. He needs like bandages.
Yeah, there's a guy massaging his arm.
Yeah, they were calling ambulances over. The medic is on his way.
There's
over.
a stretcher.
Also, how ridiculous is LeBron and CP are just like little butt buddies.
Yeah.
Every time CP goes down, LeBron's there looking over. It's all of the Suns players and then LeBron.
Yeah, and then all the Lakers players and
then CP helping him up. It's like, all right, bro. Imagine if you're KCP and you went to go help up LeBron, but instead he took his hand up.
Bro, get out of here. I got him.
And you're like, okay.
I'm his teammate, but
that's fine. Like, what? It's like when Rondo and CP.
How about when LeBron helped both guys up?
Yeah, there was a point in time where there was like a collision and all 3 guys were on the ground and LeBron stood up and grabbed 2 adult grown men and just lifted them to their feet like children. Like grabbed both of them by an arm and just pulled them up to their feet.
Cam Johnson, KCP, pulls them both up. One in his left arm, one in his right arm. Both guys are like 30. I mean, grown men.
It looked like a dad lifting up his kids playing in the driveway, like playing in the park.
Unbelievable. That
was so funny.
But yeah, man, I don't think it's panic time yet. We probably got to get another win here in Phoenix. Probably got to win game 2. Go down 2-0. That's going to be tough. But I don't know, man. I think it's going to be it'll be an interesting series. Booker played awesome in his first playoff game. So, I mean, that's something to look for. Jay Crowder was sick tonight. So, we'll see, man. It's going to be interesting to see. LeBron's got to get back. And, AD just has to play better. If we can get AD to play better, it'll be a lot better.
Yep, definitely. Here, real quick, this isn't even like official because we're still waiting on the sign and all this other crap. But real quick, let's take a real quick break to pay the bills and toss a little word to our sponsors. So, just real fast, I want to shout out the people over at Stria Sport. Stria Sport is the official basketball shoe of the Stepback NBA Podcast. Stria Sport was founded by a couple former athletes who, once they were done playing on their own, they realized like the shoes are too expensive, and certain ones they make for certain types of people. They're not like you have to give up something in order to get something. So they tried to make one that, it's the best. It's the most affordable as well as being the most functional. They spent 2 years researching, testing, and designing the most lightweight basketball shoe they could. And so they just put it out, and it is the 3rd lightest basketball shoe to hit the market in the last 5 years. But yeah, to check out more of their story and check out some of their products, go to striasport.com and use promo code StepbackPod and save yourself a little bit of money. Awesome. Shout out to the guys over at Stria. And cool, let's jump back in. What do you think about Blazers Nuggets?
Dude, Blazers, big win. You're out on that series. You're already down.
I called the Nuggets sweep.
Yeah.
So
Dame.
Well, what was it? A point to get the team right and then 2 points to get the games right?
Yeah.
So I'm out on the 2 points, but I could still win the 1.
Yeah.
How about Melo in Denver? The Melo show in Denver.
Yeah.
They're like booing him. He's just ripping shots.
Yeah, ripping threes. Dude, Dame was awesome too. Nurkic played pretty well too. CJ was playing well.
That was a really good game. Like Aaron Gordon played awesome. Jokic probably's got to I don't know. I don't think that Nuggets that was like not the version of the Nuggets that we're going to see even in this round.
I don't know. Dame played awesome. Dame showed up and was dominated 27 and 13 or whatever. Yeah. He was unbelievable. I mean, Dame showed up again in the playoffs in another big game on the road in Denver in the altitude. Doesn't matter. Game 1, come up, give me that shit. Yeah.
True.
Stop. What are we doing here?
It.
So I'm talking about Dame. I was talking about Dame. Like, damn, they're going to lose on the first round. It could be set. It could still happen. It could definitely still happen. But if we learned anything about the game last night, it's that Dame is really about that shit in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
And he came out in the MVP at home in game 1. Doesn't matter. Give me that shit. It's 27 and 13 on your head, bro.
Yeah, I like that. And they're giving like Anthony Simons.
Dude. Yeah, I'm here with Dame. I just think it's tough, man. I just think you guys are down. You guys made a couple bad moves. You lost a couple guys. You moved Gary Trent. It's like,
he was awesome in the bubble.
I don't know, man. I'm rooting for Dame. I love Dame. I like Dame.
Same.
So I would
love nothing more than Dame to win
that
something.
would be awesome. Dame and CJ can beat
so
the
cool.
MVP in the first round. That would be sick. I want to see it continue, but I don't know, man. Jokic is so good. I just see in the long run, it's going to be tough. But, hey, man, if you could win a game in the altitude against the MVP, you got my respect, bro.
Dude,
Game 1, Portland.
Totally agree. You know what? I called a Denver sweep for our bets. That was super disrespectful to Dame and that man whose house that Dame so generously won
covered.
For him.
Yeah, covered.
Yes. So I will say, I'm going to amend my pick here. It's the same for the points. Don't get it twisted. But just between you and me, it's either Nuggets in 7 or Portland wins that series.
Okay.
It's no Jamal Murray. It's tough out here.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. Dame is different, bro. I mean, some of the shit he was doing.
He'll probably have a 50-point game this series.
Dude, it's unreal because it's like, dude, it's not like the real shit in the regular season. He's almost kind of like LeBron in that way, where it's like playoff
Dame.
bright lights,
playoff game.
Yeah, dude, it's different.
Okay, here we go.
It's different.
Here it
so
is.
it's like, dude, he takes guys off the dribble. He's making wicked passes in the air. You're like, oh my god, you know. And I just think, dude, there's how many guys in the league can guard Dame for 48 minutes?
All right, I got a list of people here. I want you to think about Hoodie Mello,
Okay,
Untucked Kyrie, Playoff Dame, Visine LeBron, Visine play-in game LeBron.
Yeah.
They're all in the same category.
Playoff Dame.
Untucked Kyrie. Yeah, throw Playoff Dame in the category, dog.
dude, I just think that's a huge win for Portland. They got my respect.
This man has showed it. This man has showed himself to be that dude in the big moments, even in the playoffs, his whole career. So and
he's gotten better, man.
I was disrespectful in saying he was going to get swept.
Bro, I say this all the time. I used to be anti-Dame. All you anti-Dame people, I was with you, man. I was on that boat. I know what it's like.
Why? That's crazy.
So he got swept by AD.
Yeah,
Drew Holiday.
I
And I was
know.
like, damn, dude, Drew Holiday just locked him up. You're really a top 5 point guard. You're probably going to get swept in the first round. Like, that's
Go
tough.
tell that to Michael Jordan.
It's tough. Yeah, true. But then
Like, it
he
doesn't
comes
mean
out.
anything.
Yeah, he comes out next year. He hits the big shot against Houston, and dude, it's just like he's gotten better in the playoffs. He's grown to embrace those moments. He hits big shots his whole career.
Yeah.
Regular season.
He got the
postseason.
shot off.
Yeah. Dame time. He points to his wrist. It's like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
You know. So
He's that dude, and has been.
And bro, I have faith in CJ too. CJ can win you a playoff
I
series.
still kind of want him to lose in the first round because I want to make a public push for your Dame to Chicago.
Yeah, that would
narrative.
be sick. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Like, hey, bro, we got a big market for you that's just sitting here dying for a point guard of all things.
Yeah.
Dying for
in
a
a
point
big
guard.
market.
And we got a 30-point per game 2 and an all-star 5, and we're just crying out for help. And you need a big market. It's like, so part of me wants Dame to lose just so I can make this public push for that narrative.
Yeah, I'll tweet at Dame every day.
Yeah, same. From our Stepback account.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Dude, yeah, unbelievable. But shout out to Dame, man.
Yeah, I'm rooting for them.
Yeah,
in that series.
same.
I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, same.
Just like I'm rooting for Dallas over the Clippers. I'm rooting for them.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Miami over the Bucks too.
Yeah.
I like to see like the teams who are scrappier but not supposed to win.
Yeah.
I like to see them win. I want to see Miami beat the Bucks. I want to see Dallas beat the Clippers. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even. You know what? Part of me wanted earlier in the day to see the Wizards win that game, and then I realized they're probably going to get swept.
Yeah, they're going to get swept, definitely.
But like part of me, I wanted to see that because I like that. You know what I mean? I like the Blazers over the Nuggets.
I think Boston gets swept too.
That's why why you picked Boston in a sweep, and I was like, no, it's going like at least 5 or 6 because I like that.
Yeah, but I don't think. See, there reaches a point in every series where you're
it's
like,
not enough.
Yeah, it's just like you guys are keeping it
cute.
close.
It's really
4,
cute.
it's 5, and it's like it
Super
never gets
cute.
to 1. You
Give
never
me the
get the
ball and
lead.
shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Embiid takes over. It's like, oh wait, no, we have Embiid on Alex Len down here on the block. It's like it's not what you want. But.
Exactly. Yeah. What do you think about that? What do you think about that series, Wizards Sixers? That's it.
Sixers in 4.
How about Simmons with like 6, 15, and 15?
Unbelievable, man.
It's the
Get him his own
wildest
team.
It's the wildest line
Get him his own team. Not that he needs to leave Philly, but I just think on his own team he would be sick.
Why? He's not aggressive scoring. He doesn't even try to score.
He doesn't need to. He's got Embiid. They run everything through Embiid and the other guys. How about Tobias Harris? Win you a whole playoff game.
He had 28 in the first half.
Yeah. Wins you a whole playoff game.
Well, Embiid was in foul trouble, and they were just running their offense with Tobias.
That's
Doc and Tobias are familiar with one another. They know how to do it. Like, okay, give me the ball. Tobias, did he make the All-Star team?
Yeah, under Doc.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, yeah, they know how to do it. Yeah, but otherwise, you think it's pretty much
set. It's over.
Domination.
Yeah.
Same. Let's see. Right now, as we're recording this, this will come out tomorrow morning, but right now it's 7:15. So right now, the Hawks and the Knicks are on. It's tied 54-54 with 10 minutes left in the third.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How about Knicks fans chanting "fuck Trae Young"?
Yeah, hilarious. Wait, so dude, this is actually one of the ones we split on. You have Atlanta, and I have the Knicks.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins this game? You have Atlanta?
Atlanta.
I'll take the Knicks. Yeah, by the time this comes out, we're going to know. It's going to be interesting. And then tonight, the last thing we know is Memphis and Utah. That's the last game we got. Sorry. What do you got there? Anything?
Utah.
D-Rose with 10, I told you.
Yeah.
I put money on D-Rose with 20 and the Knicks to win.
with 15. I got $900 on the line here.
I need D-Rose with 20 and the Knicks to win, and I'm rich. I become rich. Dude, I won some awesome bets over the weekend from the last time that we were on the pod here. I got a 2-leg parlay. This was yesterday. I got a 2-leg parlay. Luka Doncic triple-double and Dallas to win for plus 1,300. Parlayed with Kevin Durant 25 points in Brooklyn to win for plus 108. The total 2-leg parlay is plus 2,812. I won that. And then I think I won another one today. I guess we'll find out here soon.
Yeah, it's awesome. Damn, Julius Randle killing me on dimes. He's got 1 assist. He's 9-5-1 right now for the Knicks. The leading scorer for the Knicks is D-Rose with 10. Hawks leading scorer is John Collins with 12. Trae with 11 on 5 of 13.
And then in an hour, we got Grizzlies Jazz. What do you think?
Give me Utah.
It's just too much firepower?
Yeah.
No Mitchell. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, team.
But Memphis plays like a team.
Yeah, but
that is their
team is just better.
They're just team is better. Yeah, like Bojan. Bojan, dude, actually their team is kind of similar. If you think about like their roster, like Bojan's like a better version of
I don't know. Bojan.
Kyle Anderson. That's what I'm saying. Bojan's like the good.
But they play different. Like they have like snipers everywhere. They have like an insane
kind of because Kyle Anderson isn't like a
Gobert's like a multi-defensive player of the year.
But he's like a stretch wing who will stretch the floor and shit.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson's like 19 a game, bro. It's like I don't know.
Yeah,
Utah's probably gonna smack them tonight.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson's 6 man.
Joe Ingles rings.
Mike Conley's out there running a tight ship.
Tough. It's so tough.
Yeah, Joe Ingles and Bojan on the wings.
It's tough, man. Utah's
and
got,
then you got
Memphis
the anchor.
Got nothing.
You got the anchor.
Yeah.
Well,
Ja really can't like shoot though.
But what if like
knocking him down?
What if they can somehow expose Rudy?
I don't know. It's gonna be tough, man. And Memphis, it's just gonna come down to points. I mean, they're gonna need to score, and it's like how many guys on that team are really gonna come out and get you 20? Like you said, they have nobody on the team that averages 20.
Yeah. That's right. Brutal. So, like, Ja's got to be super aggressive,
Ultra
and JV
aggressive.
needs to give me, like, 20 and 15. Yeah. Like, you need, like, one of those great Memphis games. And it's just going to be tough to put a whole series together against the best team in basketball.
Yeah.
But I do think that they could probably squeeze a game out.
That would be awesome.
Just riding
at home
on
or something.
Just riding on the emotion of having just beat Steph and having been like, oh, we took a big jump up this year, and the other team's dealing with like they're disorganized with their roster. They don't know, is Mitchell in? Is he not in? I don't know. Maybe they could sneak one off. That'd be awesome for them if they were able to squeeze into the playoffs by winning the play-in and then rip a game off the number 1 seed and then go home. That's fine. Lose 4 straight. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's cool. We'll come back next year again when Ja has a beard and he's a grown-ass man with arms and shoulders and shit. Then he's going to be a problem having all this playoff experience.
Totally,
you know what I'm saying? Like, That's what I think about all these young guys. It's like I've said it a million times, but we judge them so early that, like, man, all this experience for any 22-year-old, like, I don't really give a shit if Luka loses in the first round of the Clippers. Like, you realize he just was able to drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, this is a kid.
You're just waiting 5 years.
Wait until he's 27. Yeah, do you understand how good he's going to be? Like, 31-year-old Luka's going to win MVP. You're going to be like, yeah. This guy's unstoppable. Yeah, it's going to be a big, big problem. all this. But yeah, dude, that's awesome. I was super happy for Ja. Super happy for. I hate Grayson Allen. I'm not gonna lie. I've just always hated him.
Same. Yeah. Just,
Right? Like, you
he's in
can't
that
help
group
but
of
hate
two
him.
guys that just
You just hate him. You
despise.
have to hate him. Yeah. He's like the new age Christian Laettner.
Definitely.
And on that, peace.
Peace.